your boy Maj here, tuning in with you on episode number 20. And I want to touch on this topic. It is exercise. For those that don't know, I have exercise found in the institutions, been indoctrinated for well over 6.5 years. And then I broke free right after that. If I were to do it again, I probably would do it again. No regrets. But on this episode, I want to share with you the exercise that is aging you quicker than probably smoking. Okay, more than smoking, but it's aging you faster than you may think. And people do this exercise every single day, right? They're causing their body, their joints, their ligaments, their muscles, their organs damage by doing this exercise every single day. And most people, when they want to get into shape, they start doing this exercise first thing. You yourself, hey Miles, what is this exercise? I'm going to share it with you here in a second. But at the end, if you stick around, I'm going to share with you another exercise that you can do instead, and that actually I got done doing myself when I was thinking about doing this aging exercise, I'll call it, right? So the thing that I want to share with you, at first I want to see if there's somebody can guess it in the comments down below. All right. Okay. Okay. No, so I'll just go ahead and dive into it. So this exercise is actually jogging. Yes, jogging is one of those exercises that are going to age you and cause you more harm than good. You might feel good and you'll get those endorphins, those feel good hormones right after you get done doing a jog. But overall, you may notice some joint pain, especially if you haven't exercised in a while or done any type of running motion in a while. You'll start noticing joint pain. You'll start noticing things that are uneasy. The thing that I realized when I was jogging, of course, if you're morbidly obese, you'll lose weight, right? Because that at that point, when you're obese, is calories in versus calories out. And if you're burning more calories than you're taking in, you're gonna lose weight. But if you're, I would say the average American, which most average Americans are overweight, but if you're the average American that's just jogging and you're in semi-decent shape and you're expecting to lose weight or stay fit with just jogging, hey, what's going on, Fox? So I can't really see the comments, so the sun's hitting the screen in a weird way. But if you're the average American and you're jogging to lose weight and maintain weight and also get more ripped, you're not going to notice any difference if you just continuously jog. Let me go over the reasons why jogging is going to be hurting your gains. One, jogging actually releases cortisol. What is cortisol? Cortisol is the stress hormone that is released from our bodies whenever we are experiencing a fight or flight situation. Please drop a like, share, subscribe if you vibe with the content. But it's releasing cortisol. Cortisol is going to kick us out of an anabolic state. An anabolic state is what causes us to store muscles. It's the hormones that cause us to store muscles. What hormones are those? Not to get too technical, but you have your testosterone, you have your growth hormone, you have those type of things. For my Andrew Huberman type of viewers, all the scientific bros, you guys can figure that out. But here I'm just going over the general basics, right? So if you're going through that, I just walked up a hill just now. If you're going through this jogging motion and you're running 2 miles, 3 miles, hell, 20 miles, you're doing these marathons, you're putting your body in a stressful state. And mind you, once you compound that and you start doing it for decades, you'll start noticing your joints are going to start to decay. Hopefully, you never get to that point. But if you ever cover, oh, my son's sleeping right now. If you ever get to the point where, here, I'm gonna go this way, the signal is about to dip. If you ever get to the point where you're just jogging for decades, for those that know David Goggins, and you've seen how much he runs, you see his knee problems, bro. You see how messed up his knees are. That in itself just shows you it's tearing you up, bro. That's one, right? You're putting your body in a stressful state. Number two, the number two reason why I do not recommend doing a jogging exercise is because you're bouncing up and down your organs. The organs are associated with the chakra systems throughout our body. These energy systems allow energy to flow in and out. And if you're bouncing them up and down an emotion that it doesn't serve yourself and it's releasing stress hormones throughout your body, you're actually causing everything within your organ system to decay over time, right? And you'll start noticing people that do jog all the time and they don't have tightness, um, solid. And I would say I contribute this to just the up and down motion of jogging continuously over and over and over again. Either they look like pudgy, kind of like a fat, not to hate on these people, but like kind of like I'm just describing it, a fat skinny. That's kind of what they'll look like, or they'll just be straight up skinny. And most people that are marathon runners, things like that, they are looking very, very bony, right? So that's the number two reason is you're putting stress on your organs. The number three reason is, like I just mentioned it earlier, is putting stress on your joints. Don't run on concrete if you're going to do jogging. Concrete's the worst thing you can do. Pavement, I would say, would be the second best. And then the best thing you can do is run, or the third one would be dirt. The next perfect, most best contact surface to run on or jog on, if you feel inclined. Hopefully you don't after this video, but would be grass. Grass is something that gives us that natural cushion when bouncing up and down, and our joints are going to thank us over time, right? So if you can as well, I'll share with you a bonus on the end here as to what is going to cause you to strengthen your joints and be able to be a replacement for overall jogging in itself. And I'll just go ahead and tell you what the overall jogging replacement will be here, because I'm about to pull up to the house. Instead of jogging, the thing that I did today was I sprinted. Sprint. That's right. When you hear fight or flight, you either fight or you flight. In both of these situations, you're going to emit short bursts of energy. And these short bursts of energy are going to be high energy demanding. So it's going to really recruit a lot of the mitochondria from all your cells. And for those that aren't scientific, mitochondria is basically the energy system within the cell where we burn ATP, essentially. ATP is energy, not to get too scientific. So when we get to that point, when we're in that burst energy, we take a break, then get back to it, go into another one, go into another burst of energy, really ramp up as much contractility of the muscle that we can do in a short period of time. And I would say that would be less than 50. Getting spam calls right there. Okay, there we go. Back on live. I'm about to pull up to the house. Every time I pull up to the house, the Wi-Fi semi goes out. So bear with me if it does. But that's something I want to share with you guys. What I did today was I did 20 sets of 15-second sprints while pushing my son up and down the neighborhood. And man, I started sweating, breathing hard. a lot a lot better feeling post exercise as well than jogging. And I wanted to leave this bonus for those that stuck around as to how you can strengthen your joints when doing this exercise. And this is simply, guys, it's simply just running barefoot on grass. If it's not season, of course, something like that, where you could just run on that, but you will notice a huge shift in your posture, a huge shift in the way that your joints feel when you're sprinting barefoot. Really highly recommend this, y'all. Stop jogging. Stop jogging. Jogging is a lazy person's way of putting in the effort. Instead, do things in intervals. Life is all about ups and downs, and you get those gains even in the stock market. If y'all are in the stock market, crypto, whatever, even in real estate, you get those gains when you buy low and you sell high, right? So, same thing here. We're going up and down, doing things in intervals. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop out here. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Your boy Maj tuning out. Peace.